Ever wondered what secrets the White House is hiding behind those stately walls and perfectly manicured lawns? Spoiler alert, it's not just presidential squirrels playing golf. Get ready to uncover the X-Files of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the secret features of the White House that Uncle Sam doesn't want you to know, but we've got the scoop. Let's dive into the most classified house in history. Step into the world of White House security, where the first line of defense isn't just an ordinary fence. It's a formidable fortress that boasts cutting-edge technology and some clever tricks up its sleeve. A sturdy steel fence, standing tall at a formidable 6 to 7 feet, circles the historic presidential home in downtown Washington, D.C. But don't mistake it for your run-of-the-mill fence. This one means business. Adorned with menacing black spikes on top, it's not just a barrier, it's a statement. Its purpose? To deter any unauthorized visitors from venturing onto the hallowed grounds of the White House. Now you might be wondering, what if someone tries to scale it? Well, think again. Those menacing spikes are no joke, and the bars themselves can withstand just about anything short of a tank. So any daring soul with thoughts of using a vehicle as a battering ram would find themselves sorely disappointed. This fence isn't going anywhere. But wait, there's more. The security of the White House fence isn't solely reliant on its physical form. It's also armed with high-tech sensors that can detect even the faintest hint of mischief. If someone attempts to apply force equivalent to that of a determined climber, alarms will sound and guards will be on high alert. Climbing over it? Not an option. Now, you might be thinking, what if I try to take to the skies and fly over it? Well, the White House has an answer for that too. Enter the geofence, a virtual boundary created by using GPS or RFID technology. It's like an invisible force field around the White House. If a mobile device or object crosses this line, it triggers a whole set of actions and alerts. However, don't even think about flying a drone over the White House. It's a strict no-fly zone. Most drone manufacturers have implemented software to prevent their drones from venturing into such sensitive areas. But if you happen to be a tech-savvy whiz, you might think you can outsmart the system. Well, not so fast. The White House security team is well prepared for this too. They've got a squadron of about 100 drones at their disposal, each armed with cameras and deterrent measures. Their mission? To take down any unauthorized drone that dares to breach the no-fly zone. So as you can see, the White House's first line of defense is anything but ordinary. It's a combination of physical might and cutting-edge technology designed to keep the historic presidential home safe from any and all threats. Up next is a unique defense force, which is a vital secret, the infrared sensors. Ever wondered how the White House manages to keep its security watertight 24/7? Well, it turns out they've got a secret weapon up their sleeve, the mighty infrared sensors. You see, strolling into the White House grounds incognito is not as easy as it might seem. These infrared lasers create an invisible web of protection that spans the entire perimeter, leaving no room for intruders to go unnoticed. Forget about those dramatic scenes from spy movies where daredevils dodge laser beams with acrobatics. This is real-life security on a whole new level. These lasers aren't just confined to the visible world. They extend into the sky, penetrate the earth, and everything in between. It's like an impenetrable force field surrounding the White House. So what happens when someone tries to breach this invisible fortress? Well, let's just say they're in for a rude awakening. These sensors are hypervigilant, constantly scanning their surroundings in various patterns. They're like the unsleeping guardians of the White House, ready to sound the alarm at the slightest hint of trouble. Take, for example, the case of a curious White House employee who decided to test his drone one evening. As soon as the drone's wheels touched the grass, it was like a symphony of alarms going off, instantly alerting the security personnel. These sensors don't mess around, and they leave no room for sneakiness. But what really sets these infrared sensors apart is their lightning-fast response mechanism. When they detect something fishy, they don't waste a second. The security forces are on the scene in no time, ensuring that any potential threat is neutralized before it can even think about causing trouble. So the next time you're tempted to try your luck and sneak into the White House, just remember, you'll have to contend with the formidable infrared sensor squad. Trust me, don't want to be on the receiving end of their swift and relentless protection. There is a four-legged weapon that stands between the White House and potential threats. Well, aside from the alarm bells ringing, there's a secret weapon on four legs that often beats the human defenders to the scene. Meet the Canine unit, the unsung heroes of White House security. These furry protectors have been an integral part of the United States Security Service since 1975, and they're not your average dogs. Alarms blaring, chaos brewing, and an intruder on the premises. While you'd hope the highly trained SWAT team would swoop in to save the day, more often than not, it's the White House's canine squad that outruns them to the action. These are no ordinary dogs. They're Belgian Malinois, hand-picked from Holland for their intelligence, strength, and ability to adapt to various climates and situations. When it comes to safeguarding the most powerful residents in the world, these canines mean serious business. These agile and powerful dogs can sprint at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. That's faster than Usain Bolt, so good luck outrunning them, even if you are a world-class sprinter. Whether it's a rogue squirrel causing a ruckus or an intruder with ill intentions, these canine heroes are always up to the task, ready to spring into action at a moment's notice. But their role isn't just about chasing down trespassers. These dogs are also expertly trained to detect drugs, explosives, and firearms with their extraordinary sense of smell and keen instincts. Imagine having a nose that can sniff out trouble from miles away. It's no wonder they play such a pivotal role in ensuring the safety of the president, vice president, their families, and visiting dignitaries. But what truly sets the White House bunker apart is its secrecy and discretion. The very existence of this secure sanctuary is classified, and its specific features and capabilities remain closely guarded secrets. Only a select few are privy to the intricate details of this underground refuge. In essence, the White House bunker is the last line of defense, a sanctuary that symbolizes the commitment of the United States to protect its leaders and its democracy. Now, if you're planning to jet into Washington, D.C., the closest airport is Ronald Reagan National Airport over in Virginia. But here's the deal. They run a tight ship. Aircraft are given specific flight plans to follow, and if the weather isn't playing nice for landing, they might send you to a neighboring airport. So if you're a pilot thinking of going rogue and veering off course, you better think twice. Now let's debunk a little urban legend that's been floating around. You might have heard whispers about missile launchers perched on the White House roof, ready to blast any threats out of the sky. But here's the scoop. There's no solid proof of that. The whole Avenger missile system on the roof sounds more like a tall tale than reality. The Avenger system is designed for short-range air defense, packing Stinger missiles and a .50 caliber machine gun, perfect for dealing with pesky small aircraft and drones. But the real secret sauce behind the White House defense isn't missiles on the roof. It's a high-tech web of lasers and radar. These fancy systems can spot trouble from miles away and track it like a hawk. And they don't work alone. They team up with those missile batteries around the city, ready to spring into action if there's even a hint of a breach. When it comes to safeguarding the White House, there's way more than meets the eye. Beyond the grand facade and manicured lawns lies a hidden world of classified security layers that shield the president and residents from all sorts of potential threats. You see, it's not just the Secret Service for show. One of the lesser-known guardians of the White House is the unassuming carbon filter, also referred to as the keeper filter. This unassuming hero excels at purifying the air, silently whisking away dust, pesky pollen, bacteria, and a whole bunch of other nasty stuff. But its talents don't stop there. These filters are like air's personal janitors, tackling odors, harmful gases, and volatile organic compounds with ease. Now here's where things get high-tech. Inside the White House, there's a nifty system known as the BCD system, which stands for biochemical detection. It's like the superhero alarm system for hazardous substances. This system can sniff out chemical releases, bioagents, or any other dangerous materials trying to sneak their way in. As an added layer of "nope, you're not getting in here," the White House probably features some top-notch seal-off barriers. If the BCD system raises its alarm, These barriers automatically seal off the area where the threat is detected. Talk about being super proactive, right? Even Washington, D.C.'s air pollution doesn't stand a chance against this fortress. Sturdy physical barriers, cutting-edge technology, highly trained personnel, and some very vigilant canine friends working together to make sure the White House stays rock solid and secure. So while it's fascinating to uncover these intriguing security measures, remember that they're all in service of preserving our nation's rich history and democracy. The White House stands as a place where people from all walks of life can come together to celebrate the principles that have molded the United States into what it is today. It's a testament to the strength of a nation and the enduring spirit of democracy itself.